You got a lot of men that have been kicked out of the truth or left. A lot of them just left on their own. You know, they bowed out. And you got to examine and understand what's the root of the issue. And the root of the issue is they're not a real man. So if they have a problem, they have an issue. Just like a woman, when she has an issue with you, she'll act like nothing's wrong. But you'll notice there's something wrong in her actions and the way she's moving, right? She's being or she'll be passive aggressive. And that's her letting you know, I got a problem with you, nigga. But you're just gonna have to figure it out. And that's some bitch ass shit. And you got a lot of dudes that operate like that. You know, so they hold on to the grudge, they act cool in front of your face, but you could tell there's something off, there's something there, but they won't tell you what it is. You know? And they just hide it. And you can't hide that. Like leaven, you can't hide the leaven. You can hide it. You don't see leaven. You just see the effects of it, the symptoms of it. And it's the same thing, spiritual leaven. So a brother on the outside right away may not notice it, but you know there's something wrong because you know you got a problem with a brother. You know that there's bitch assness that creeps into you when you see the brother, but you hide it, you hold back on it, but you act like everything's cool, but really you got a fucking problem. But you weren't man enough to speak up on it, and somehow the brother's just supposed to magically know that you got an issue with him. And then here, 1 year goes by, 2 years go by, and you're holding this shit in, and what's gonna happen? The whole entire lump, your whole body's is gonna surrender to that fucking leaven that's been growing inside of you. You know, like mold inside a house. You know what I'm saying? And so, let me see if I can find a scripture. I'm trying to remember how it was worded. Let me do a Google search. Let me see a Bible verse. What's the key word? Damn. Have a problem. Settle it before sundown. Ephesians 4:26. Okay, so that scripture, Ephesians 4:26. So let me see if I get the Bible app. Ephesians 4:26. Yep. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil. So be angry, right? So, you know, brother might say some shit or do something and you might get angry, right? And sin not. Meaning, you got dudes that have put hands on brothers, you know, probably set them up, or backbite, whispered some shit to other brothers to try to spread that leaven. You know, that's sinning. That's some bitch assness, right? Be angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. So if you got an issue with your brother, you squash that shit ASAP. Because if not, you're giving place to the devil. So once you sleep on it, you're angry, you start sleeping on it and shit. Just like a fucking bitch. She might be angry at something, right? This is how Satan operates. And this is why as men, you can't be like a fucking woman. This is how women operate. Any woman watching this, you have to agree. If not, you're fucking lying. All right? But a woman will think some shit is going on. She won't ask you. She'll just zip her fucking mouth. You know, act stank. She'll try to act cool at first, but sooner or later, them demons are going to be bubbling and you're going to see that she got a fucking problem with you. You're going to see the passive aggressiveness. But what happens is they don't say shit and they'll sleep on it. The sun will go down. They sleeping in their bed. They can't sleep. They thinking about the shit all night. Next day, they thinking about the shit the whole fucking week. And in their mind, Satan is playing with them, and they're thinking of all different types of scenarios and situations and what you really meant, and it's all negative, negative, backwards, fucked up shit, poison, right? And the well of water is just slowly being poisoned and poisoned, and she holds on to it, and she holds on to it until there's one problem that comes up, or one argument, and the bitch explodes like a nuclear bomb, and you're like, where the fuck did all this shit come from? And it's some shit she's been holding for a year, 2 years, a month, whatever. And you got niggas that operate like this. In the truth, that's why I said being a man avoids a lot of bitch assness, because if you're a fucking man, you would just fucking say something to the brother that you got a problem with him, you know. That's why this truth, sooner or later, man, this truth will exploit your weakness. And either you fix the shit, or it's gonna fix you right out of the truth. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not for the weak, bro. All right?